making sure I get a good coverage, because that's really important too with painting. So there I'm kind of blending the trees out. Uh, you don't want a harsh line where the trees and the mountain meet. So kind of blending that out, and I'll fix it up here soon and a little later, uh, so that it all fits together, you know. So there you can see some distant trees sticking up. Not a lot of details at all, just some simple brush strokes. There's nothing to it, folks. Anybody can do this. Just take some time and patience. And if you made it this far in the video, you're pretty patient. We're about 20 minutes in. I believe this video is going to be an hour and a half, so. But I'm going to give you a lot of tips, a lot of knowledge here, and just discuss, this entire painting and how I painted it, and hopefully someone will benefit. So they're adding that darker green color again. Looks like I added a little touches of white here and there. A little bit of yellow. You just want a lot of variation, because in nature there's tons of variation depending on the lighting, different kinds of grasses, trees, colors, everything. There's so much variation in nature. It's quite amazing. You don't want to paint all with one color. It'll be really flat. No dynamic to it. Alright, so big decision here. Not really, but, making decisions about the composition and where things should be. So I'm going to paint a little bit of land in here. Same dark green color. Kind of make like a little road or a stream. Wasn't sure what I was going to do yet, but I know I wanted a piece of land in the very front foreground there. But now I'm going to work on the middle ground a little bit. There's going to be this big green piece of land with some trees in it. So there's some more of that dark green with a little bit of yellow mixed in. Phthalo blue, cadmium yellow, a little bit of red. Just a little bit of everything. And you want an earthy green color. And you just scrub it on. And I'm going to blend it up to the bottom of the mountain there. And kind of scumble it in so that there's no really harsh edges. See, as you can see there, it's kind of a really blurry. Kind of the best way to put it is just, it's blurry, not a sharp edge, soft edge. So I start, doing some simple brush strokes, making some distant trees. A lot of different sizes, shapes, all kinds of things, just scrubbing the green color in. Now you can see it kind of looks like a hill starting to go up. So it's starting to take some shape there. And you can see this hill in the middle ground or foreground that I'm making right now really pushed the mountain back, so it's creating a lot of depth and distance in the painting. And one thing that makes the painting look really realistic is depth, having many planes. It's one thing I don't discuss too often, is having a lot of planes in a painting. I have the background mountains. Well, first of all, I have the sky and the clouds. That's one plane. Then I have the two background hills and mountains. That's another plane. Then the third plane is the mountain. The fourth plane are what I'm painting right now. So there's already 4 planes in this painting. There's a lot of depth, a lot of distance in this painting. So I'm just painting the edge there. Still working on painting this hill in. See, I'm just throwing on some dark green color and blending it in with the rest. So you want a lot of variation of color. And just remember where your light source is coming from. It's coming from the right on this particular painting. You know, switch it up. Make yours from the left. You know, make it an exercise. You know, that's the only way you're going to get better at painting, is kind of exercise your mind, your brain, make you think. Alright, so still adding some more color, a little bit more details, some distant trees, short strokes here and there, scrubbing it in, just getting a good coverage on the canvas. Just more detail work here on the hill still, making sure I get a nice coverage and making a little more distant trees, some more blending, scumbling, just painting around. There you go, making some more distant trees. Just a simple, you know, brush stroke, moving the paint around, making some little points, like some evergreens off in the distance, or, you know, whatever. And make sure your distant trees have different values. Some farther off in the distance are going to be lighter than others. They're going to be less detailed. You know, just keep that in mind. Alright, so now I'm blending the bottom of the mountain to that little portion right there on the right of grass. Trying to blend them together, make this misty, get this misty effect. So there's a smooth transition between the mountain and the grass. And it's just this gray mixture. Just white and some of that mountain color we used earlier. So I'm just painting a little road, or, you know, anything, whatever I'm thinking in my mind might be. But I'm just painting downward. Circular motion, kind of scumbling it on. That's a scumbling technique. So, adding some more white. Still just blending the colors, scumbling it on. Just want more of the mountain to become misty, because now the painting's kind of coming in, you know, taking shape now. The painting's really taking shape, so working out more of the details now that I know more of what I'm doing, so to speak.